Covered Bridges. I'm Dot Roan, broker, owner of Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, and with me today are
Renee, Realtor.
Sue Barczyk, broker owner.
And Carey Smith, Realtor.
Today we're going to talk to you about the biggest mistakes that home sellers make when trying to sell their home.
One of the biggest things that home sellers make is just overpricing their house. We all think our house is better than the neighbors and worth more, but you do need to look at the data and make sure the data of the market reflects your property, and you don't want to ask for $20,000 over that, or it's going to sit on the market and become stagnant and everybody's going to think there's a problem.
Right. And not want to take a look at it.
Right.
What's wrong with that house?
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
For sure. The next thing that you want to consider is you don't want a messy house. You don't want it to be cluttered. You want it to look like you would want it to appear on HGTV, basically. You want it clean. You don't want any unpleasant odors. If you have dogs, if you have cats, you need to be aware of that. If many people are allergic to dogs or cats, they walk in and they smell or they see dog hair, they're just not happy and they're not going to pursue the house at all.
That is the worst thing when you walk into a house and something just bam hits you right
absolutely.
in the face. It turns everybody off. It's might as well be the end of the showing.
And also cooking odors. Don't make
Oh,
sauerkraut
yeah.
the night before you're showing.
Yeah.
Or anything real garlicky.
Yeah, yeah.
Another thing to really consider is when we're showing the property, make sure that you are readily available for buyers to come in. Typically we ask for 24-hour notice. There are times that it is a shorter time frame that we get phone calls. And if you're renting your property, if you're a landlord, that sometimes is even worse, because we're not only asking you for permission, but we are dealing with the tenants as well. It really makes life easier if you want to sell your property, that we have to be able to show it as easily as possible.
And not only get in to show it, but be available so we can schedule the showings,
Right.
but then leave.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yes, we don't need sellers there taking everyone on a tour.
Playing tour guide is just not a good
No,
thing.
it's not good. The buyers can't relax, chill out after the
They're
house
not
would be
comfortable.
theirs.
They don't feel like they can really look around.
Yep.
So,
Also too, sometimes there are small repairs that need to be done, and the seller, shoots himself in the foot by not making those small repairs before it goes on the market, because small repairs can turn into big repairs and a longer list of repairs when the home inspection is done. I know in my own house, it cost me probably $1,200–1,300 to do just little touch-up things, like a little thing on, the closure on a screen door, just little things to make sure that the house was, everything was in good shape before putting it on the market. And then when you get that list from the inspector, it's a lot shorter list because you've made some improvements before putting it on the market.
well, not
preparing
only
it to sell.
that, but you want to get top dollar for your house. So little things like paint can go a long way, but yet it's a cheap fix.
Right.
It's not putting like a brand new kitchen in.
Right.
So
And if buyers see that you maintained all those little things, they're not
Right.
going to look deeper for more and more.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
important to have all the surfaces up
Yeah.
to speed.
yeah.
Yep, that's right. Also too, many times the seller is so emotional about the property. I know I was, when I sold my house, I was probably one of the worst sellers we ever had. So when we brought the kids home from the hospital, that they went to the first prom, and there's a lot of emotion there. It's really difficult when you get an offer and it's not what you think it should be. But you have to be willing to negotiate, because a first offer doesn't necessarily mean that's the final sale price. So you want to be able to negotiate with a buyer and try to remove the emotion from that. It's a business transaction, and I know that's really difficult.
And the biggest, most important thing is you need to pick the best agent for you, the best realtor, because that's what we do. We negotiate, we take professional looking photography to make your house look the best on the multiple listing service, and we get it out there to everyone. And you need someone that you can work with, but is top of the game.
On top of their game, and also very active on social. Because today that's what it's all about. Here we are on video. Today it's video, it's social media. It's getting your property out to the largest potential audience. So make sure you choose the right agent, whoever's able to do that for you.
Yeah, the first showing of your property is really on the internet or social media. When when a buyer comes to your house, that's the second showing.
It really is the case too. Most people spend a lot of time online looking at houses and narrowing down what they want to take a look at in person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do. So hopefully this has helped you with all of the tips to avoid pitfalls when trying to sell your home. Thank you for joining us today on Coffee with Cover Bridges. Please visit our YouTube channel at Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty, where we're sharing weekly video tips with buying, selling, maintaining your home. We also meet with various service providers. So go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. And also go to our Facebook business page at Century 21 Cover Bridges, where again, we're sharing more tips with you. So thank you for joining us, and until next time, bye-bye.